from hydrocarbon. On that first we are going to discuss something about conversion of alkane to alkyl halide. Conversion of alkane to alkyl halide. Alkane, for example, if you are taking methane CH4. So methane is a hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon means alkane. When it is treated with chlorine in the presence of light, when methane is react with chlorine in the presence of light, what happen means, from here one hydrogen react with one of the Cl and hydrogen chloride gas will be coming out. What about the remaining thing? Here CH3 is remaining, here one Cl is remaining, they join together form alkyl chloride. This alkyl chloride or the methyl chloride formed during the reaction again react with the next molecule of chlorine in the presence of light. Same type of reaction takes place. That means from here one hydrogen take one of the Cl and goes. So we are minus HCl. So what about the remaining thing? We are getting CH2Cl2. This when react with another molecule of chlorine in the presence of light, again same type of reaction takes place. That means from here one H take one Cl, we are getting CHCl3. This when react with the next molecule of chlorine in the presence of light, we are getting CCl4. Thereafter no hydrogen to replace, so the reaction stop. This method is called free radical halogenation. Free radical halogenation. Hydrocarbons are treated with chlorine or bromine in the presence of light, we are getting mono and polysubstituted haloalkanes. Mono and polysubstituted haloalkane. Suppose if we are taking higher alkanes in the sense means if you are taking for example another one alkane, so CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, butane. When it is treated with chlorine in the presence of light, what happen means, one of the hydrogen from CH3 take one Cl and removed as HCl. Another one hydrogen from the next carbon, from here one hydrogen react with another one Cl, form another one compound. That means we are getting CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl. It's one of the product. Another one is CH3, CH2, CH, here one Cl, CH3. Means we are getting different isomeric product. Different isomeric product when higher alkanes are subjected to halogenation in the presence of light. This method is electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction. This method is used for the preparation of aryl halide. Aryl halide means aromatic halide. Just example, so what is this? It's a benzene. So in benzene, if you are putting CH3 group, then it is called toluene, Toluene, toluene. Toluene formula, benzene ring, on that we have to put CH3 group. Suppose if this toluene is react with the X2, X2 means halogen. In this reaction takes place in the presence of iron as catalyst, and also this reaction takes place in dark, that means in the absence of light. How the reaction takes place is, so we are getting the same toluene, the ortho position means 1, 2 position, that means here CH3 group is present, so this is the first position, 2 means this is the second position. From the second position, one of the hydrogen react with the X and become HX and removed. So what we are getting? We are getting the hydrogen atom of the ortho group is replaced by another one halogen atom. Replaced by halogen atom. So we are getting ortho orthohalotoluene. Orthohalotoluene. Similarly, at the same time, another one product also we are getting. That means the same reaction takes place in para position also. Para position means 1,4 position is called para position. So, one X replaced the hydrogen atom of the para position. So, what we are getting? We are getting one more product, that is toluene, but in para position it having X. So, it is called para-halotoluene. Para-halotoluene. So, when toluene is subjected to halogenation, when the reaction takes place in the presence of ionous catalyst and also in dark. Dark means absence of light. We are getting ortho and para-halotoluenes. So, this method is called electrophilic substitution reaction. What method? Electrophilic substitution reaction. The ortho and para isomer can easily be separated because of the large difference in melting point. They are differentiated because easily we can differentiate the ortho and para. Why? Because of the difference in their melting point. The X we are used here is either chlorine or bromine. Fluoro compounds and iodo compound are not easily prepared by this method. Because of the fluoro compound, why we can't be able to prepare fluoro compound means fluoro compounds are, that is fluorine is highly reactive one. Because of the high reactivity of fluorine, we cannot prepare fluoro compound by this method. Like that, iodo compound also we can't prepare because reaction with iodine is reversible one. The reaction with iodine is reversible one. Therefore, iodo compound we cannot prepare by this method. Next is the Sandmeyer reaction. What is this? Benzene. So, benzene, if you are putting NH2 group, it is called aniline, A-N-I-L-I-N-E, aniline. So, aniline is a primary aromatic amine. So, when a primary aromatic amine is treated with NaNO2 in the presence of hydrogen halide at about 273 to 278 Kelvin. So, what we are getting means we are getting, so benzene, this NH2 group will be converted into N2X. This compound is called benzene diazonium halide. So, when an aromatic primary amine is treated with NaNO2 plus HX at about 273 to 278 Kelvin, the NH2 group will be converted into N2X. So, the compound formed, this compound N2X, when treated with Cu2X2 copper halide, the N2X group will be converted into X. N2X group will be converted into X, that is aryl halide, converted into X. But the product formed benzene diazonium chloride, when treated with the copper chloride, we are getting aryl halide. How will you convert aniline to aryl halide? Or how will you convert primary aromatic amine to aryl halide? For all these reaction, the answer is Sandmeyer reaction. It is one of the very important name reaction. What is the name reaction? Sandmeyer reaction. But how will you write the equation for Sandmeyer reaction? Aniline when react with NaNO2 in the presence of HX at about 273 to 278 Kelvin, we are getting benzene diazonium chloride. The benzene diazonium chloride thus formed on treated with the copper halide, we are getting aryl halide. This reaction is called Sant-Meyer's reaction. In the Sant-Meyer reaction, the cuprous halide which we are using is this X may be either chlorine or bromine. That is cuprous chloride or cuprous bromide. If we are taking cuprous chloride, then we are getting chlorobenzene as the product. If we are taking cuprous bromide, then we are getting bromobenzene as the product. Suppose if we want to convert this benzene diazonium halide into iodobenzene, there is no need of cuprous halide. Instead, simply we can shake this benzene diazonium halide with potassium iodide. We will get iodobenzene. Next method of preparation of alkyl halide is from alkenes. So, alkenes are converted into alkyl halide by reaction with hydrogen halide. When alkenes, what do you mean by alkenes? Alkenes means double bonded compound. Double bonded compound. Double bonded compound, when react with the hydrogen halide, we are getting alkyl halide. So, for example, C double bond C, this is an alkene. So, alkene when react with the HX, simple addition reaction takes place. Addition means this hydrogen will adds to one of the carbon, X will adds to another carbon. So, what we are getting? C, this bond is there, two bonds are there, then one H will add here. Because of the addition, double bond now will become single bond. Then C, already this bond is there, one X will add here. So, we are getting alkyl halide. For example, if we are taking one example, CH2 double bond CH2, when react with the HCl, we are getting CH3 because H will adds with this carbon. So, with CH2 one more H add, we are getting CH3. Then double bond will become single bond and CH2Cl. This addition is a simple addition reaction. Thus, the alkenes are converted into alkyl halide. Alkenes are converted into alkyl halide. H3 CH double bond CH2 plus HI. Complete this equation. Here, this is an alkene because double bonded compound treated with the hydrogen iodide, that means hydrogen halide. So, addition reaction takes place, but the problem is the other example which we studied, CH2 double bond CH2, both the double bonded carbon, this is one of the double bonded carbon, this is another one double bonded carbon. In the case of CH2 double bond CH2, both these double bonded carbon are in same surrounding, but here one of the carbon is CH, another one carbon is CH in different surrounding. That means this alkene is called symmetric alkene. This is called unsymmetric alkene. So, unsymmetric alkene CH3 CH double bond CH2 when treated with hydrogen halide, the addition reaction takes place, but that addition follows Markovnikov rule. Which rule it is follows? Markovnikov, M-A-R-K-O-W-N-I, K-O-F-F apostrophe, Markovnikov's rule. What do you mean by Markovnikov rule? The negative part of the addendum goes to double bonded carbon which is lesser in hydrogen. the negative part of the addendum goes to double bonded carbon which is lesser in hydrogen. This is called Markovnikov rule. So, when an unsymmetric alkene reacts with the hydrogen halide, the addition takes place by Markovnikov rule. That means the negative part of the addendum goes to double bonded carbon which is lesser in hydrogen. So, this is the lesser in hydrogen. So, here it will add. So, what is the product we are getting? CH3 CHX. Then double bond will become single bond and we are getting CH3. So, when an unsymmetric alkene comes, the addition follows Markovnikov addition. Markovnikov addition. Suppose if the same reaction CH3 CH double bond CH2 react with HI in the presence of any peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, the reaction become just reverse of the Markovnikov addition. So, in the presence of peroxide, the addition follows anti-Markovnikov rule. That means we are getting CH3 CH2 single bond CH2I. Markovnikov addition means the negative part goes to double bonded carbon which is lesser in hydrogen. Anti-Markovnikov addition means the negative part of the addendum goes to double bonded carbon which is higher in hydrogen. When anti-Markovnikov rule follows in the presence of hydrogen peroxide. So, we studied how will you convert alkene to alkyl halide. Simple addition reaction. To an alkene, when bromine is added in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, we will get a brown color. We will get a brown color due to the presence of bromine. But in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, bromine react with this alkene and form CH2Br, double bond will become single bond CH2Br, that is 1,2 dibromoethane, 1,2 dibromoethane. This will become colorless. This will become colorless. Actually, this is the test for double bonded compound. Test for double bonded compound. Reddish brown color now become colorless. How will you identify? Adding bromine with an alkene in the presence of carbon tetrachloride. If reddish brown color become colorless, the given compound is alkene. So, this is a test for alkene, that is double bonded compound, and also another one method for the preparation of halo compound, that is conversion of alkene to alkyl halide. All these alkyl halide, mostly we are preparing alkyl chlorides and alkyl bromides, alkyl iodides. So, alkyl iodides are prepared by a method when an alkyl halide is treated with the sodium iodide. We are getting one sodium halide will go as NaX. The remaining we are getting alkyl iodides. We are getting alkyl iodide. But how we are getting alkyl iodide? We are taking alkyl halide. Here the halide X may be either chlorine or bromine. Either alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide is treated with the sodium iodide. We are getting sodium halide and alkyl iodide. This reaction is called Finkelstein, S-T-A-I-N, Finkelstein reaction. This reaction is called Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein, Finkelstein reaction. Similarly, alkyl fluorides are prepared by, so when an alkyl CH3Br, alkyl bromides, either bromides or chlorides, when treated with silver fluoride, when treated with silver fluoride, we are getting CH3F plus AgBr. So alkyl fluorides are prepared by treating alkyl halide with silver fluoride. Treating either chloride or bromide with silver fluoride, we are getting alkyl fluoride. This method is called Schwarz reaction, SWARTS, Schwarz reaction. That's all about the method of preparation of alkyl halides.